guys, what is going on? This video is one that I haven't wanted to make. It's been a very difficult couple of weeks. So let's just get right in. I just posted the video I made about a week ago, or week and a half, right before I got injured again. What I have here is my first week of therapy, my last week of therapy, which I didn't film for you guys, and then we finally did some work at physical therapy for actual weighted lunges and Bulgarian split squats and really challenging stuff, really heavy. And today my glutes are sore, like from up here down to my hamstring insertion. So although I did lose a lot of leg development, it's not that bad, and I can feel so many different things when I'm training with my physical therapist versus training alone. So unfortunately, let me bring this closer a little bit. So unfortunately, it just is what it is. I was planning on really taking my training seriously, but I'm gonna go ahead and flip in what happened to me last weekend now, 9 days ago. And as you guys can see, I seem pretty healthy now, which is a good thing, but didn't feel like that after this bench press right here. Alright guys, so that bench press really screwed me up. I'm gonna use my left arm, my good arm. When I threw the weight off my chest, it was so light, and then when I caught it, like right here, before I locked it out, I felt something just tear from here all the way to here, and it felt like a strip of firecrackers had been lit, and I swear the duration was like a full second. So unfortunately, just the stress of life, the stress of work, and just trying to improve the physique, manage injuries, the thought of moving, having been applying to schools and traveling, it's something that I wanted to do. I just didn't realize that it was going to negatively affect me. I thought it would just be all easy and great and inspiring since I'm going after my goals. But turns out when you go after your goals, things get very difficult. And like I said, and like I always say, a lot of times most common critique of a YouTuber is, yo, you look the same, or you don't make progress. Like people say that about Matt Ogus, and like, you know, once you hit a great physique and then you want to develop your life, or you take on challenges, or you have ups and downs, it's really about maintenance and having fun. So I've been pushing it. The last time I looked good was about 2 months ago when I visited Devon, maybe 3 months ago now. So I'm just gonna let my body heal, guys, and I've got new leg training. I got the green light to train legs, to squat, deadlift, to do everything I want. So I need to let this heal, and I will just talk more about it later, some other time. But I just wanted to post this video, make this video, put the clip of me being injured, and then now I can bring you guys to the gym and do what I want to do, which is work on my therapy, get my legs big as fuck, and yeah, I'm excited. So it's time to train legs a lot more. And although this shoulder injury seemed like it would be maybe something I might need some repair for, or surgery, oh man, I'll get more into it. I don't want to talk about it right now, but we're making a recovery, icing. I took 1 Advil after the injury, and that's it. So on the bright side, pretty healthy overall, so onward. Alright, so I finally made it to the gym as doctor's orders. So my physical therapist finally ordered me to start doing leg training. It's Thursday now. We trained together on Monday, and my ass was sore for days. So Thursday, 3 days later, gonna get in. He said to try to get in 2 times this week. Basically, I have to focus on my legs and what is lagging on each leg, each muscle group. And we've identified weaknesses in my performance and in my strength. So we're gonna get after it. He's ordered me to do squat, deadlift, leg press, leg curls, leg extensions, the 5 epic power building, or just bro type bodybuilding workouts, honestly. Yeah, squats and deads, but it's cool. So I'm very, very excited. He said pick 2 or 3 compound / accessory exercises to do, and then do 2 or 3 therapy exercises. So I didn't film last week and show you guys the new ones we did, but I'll show you now as I pick 2 every workout to do. So I'll probably do single leg deadlifts today for my therapy, and kettlebell swings. And since I'll be doing quad stuff with squatting and Bulgarian split squats, I don't need to do any stability stuff. Maybe I'll isolate my right leg afterward. But Number one is 10 minutes of cardio get the legs warmed up on the bike, something I don't really ever do, but I feel the difference, and it definitely prepares me to do what I need to do. So I'll do that. We'll get my shoulder mobility right, and I'll get into that soon too. And then we'll go train legs. So I'll take you guys along, and hopefully it's not too busy Thursday, mid-morning, late morning. So let's do this. Alright guys, how's it going? We are getting into this voiceover now. Man, it's been a long, almost 2 weeks now. It's been, let's see, a Sunday and a half ago, so it's been like a week and 4 days since I tore my rotator cuff pretty severely. So I'm giving it, you know, probably 4 to 8 weeks before I do normal stuff. But man, to have a month where I don't push my bench and I don't push my upper body and I can just focus on legs is gonna be really nice and really refreshing, honestly. So I'm getting most of my function back. You know, I can't like reach around really hard and too far. I definitely tore, like I said, a rotator cuff pretty badly, but my physical therapist thinks we're gonna get away with just shoulder rehab and stuff. So I'm just using what I can, I guess, within the doctor's prescription and doing what I can and just gonna enjoy it to the fullest. So pre-workout, I did 7.5 minutes on the bike, level 10, probably out of like 20 because it was pretty easy. And that's just to get blood flow, get a little bit of my cardio going, which is gonna be something I implement from now on because I got my ass kicked in PT the other day. So we'll talk about those shoulder warm-ups, but as you can see, it was 4 exercises and I'm gonna do those daily. I'm gonna see my physical therapist every Monday for the next few weeks. I've also done this for the past few weeks. And aside from the leg stuff that he's given me for physical therapy, he has now officially given me some shoulder stuff. So it even hurt to put my hand behind the barbell when I squat just a little bit, but I know that it's gonna heal if I take it easy. So let's give it a few days before I get back in the gym at all and see how I feel over the weekend. So anyways, first time squatting in, I don't know, without pain in 8 months. So I'm very, very happy, not messing around with the Olympic shoe. My therapist didn't say anything about it. And I'm just gonna have my kind of a hybrid squat for now because my back isn't the problem. Really, there's no problem with my squat at all. I'm just not gonna try to force a super high bar. I'm gonna allow my posterior chain to help me. So the focus with my knee is lockout and terminal knee extension. That's my problem. If I can get my vastus medialis and my rectus femoris, is that it? If I can get those two firing through a full range and locking my knee out, and getting the antagonist muscles like the ACL and PCL and lower distal hamstring and stuff like that to learn to lock again hard. Just make a harmonious extension with whether I'm doing leg extension, kettlebell swings, squats, deadlifts. I want to get that terminal knee extension back. So we're just working up to whatever my therapist suggested. He said go to like 135 or so. So I kept it light just to make sure my shoulder didn't bear any load. And because this fully rotated and pulled back is like exactly where, like, putting pressure on the muscle that I tore. So it's not a good idea. I can still do a lot, but we'll get into it slowly but surely. So everything felt good. I feel in my right knee a lot of weakness and pain. It's not the same type of pain I felt when I injured myself or was trying to recover that injury at all. It's a completely different type of ache and internal feedback I'm getting, which doesn't worry me at all. It's just something different that I've noted. So here we go, 115 pounds, trying to stick to parallel and just let it feel right. And so far it's feeling pretty good. So I have yet to watch these back, but it looks like regular old RZ squat form, and I'm really happy with that. So thanks to my doctor who got me squatting in 4 or 5 weeks when I couldn't do it for several months. And it's just a shame that my shoulder had to give a crap or take a crap. But it's honestly between the knee and the pec and then just not knowing what to do with my body, it kind of fought back, and it's really sad, and it's making me reflect on how little I've been taking care of myself. But the gym is for fun for me. It's not really necessarily something that I'm helping my health. with, honestly, or if I was, I wouldn't be injured. So it's always a learning process, and just because I know how to maybe get strong doesn't mean I know how to stay strong. And it's definitely going to be, like I said, a whole learning experience. So that's my first time squatting. You guys got to see it, and this is something you guys will never see me do on my own accord. But my physical therapist had me do these on Monday. Again, it's Thursday when I'm filming this. I took 3 days to train because my ass and hamstring were so sore from kettlebell swings and this. And that was a good view of my left, and now I'll show my right twice. We did 3 sets here of 8. This is exactly what he prescribed to me last time I saw him in the clinic. But because I squatted before this, I figured let me maintain that, and since I just added in a squat, now I'll go ahead and do the Bulgarian splits. So filmed like a potato here, but you're seeing me really struggle. I'd say from 45 degrees to 90 degrees, or from 45 degrees to 180 degrees. So when I'm just, you know, coming out of parallel, hitting 45, then getting fully locked out, that 45 to locked out is so incredibly weak on my right leg. So maybe we can go ahead and see it here. It's difficult to get stable, and shout out to Kevin Lebroni and Rob over at XL Fitness, even though Kevin's not really there, but finally rocking that shirt because I needed the motivation from all you guys out in Maryland and from Kevin the GOAT himself. So shout out to Maryland, it's a great state. Definitely was a fun time visiting there and training in Kevin's gym. So really happy to have that motivation. And as you can see, going from past parallel at 45, I get stuck like it's weak, but that's just work right there, and it's making me sore and making me enjoy training. So that was it for my 2 compound movements. I don't want to deadlift until this rotator's healthy, so I'm not going to do barbell deadlifts until I'm confident. But again, my doctor told me 5 things to do in the weight room, and today we hit 4 of them. And instead of doing a deadlift, I did 2 PT exercises after, both involving the hamstring. So strengthening and lengthening the hamstring, especially the right side, working on that terminal lockout like I'm doing with these hamstrings as well, and just enjoying it. So I did 3 sets of squats, 3 sets of Bulgarians, and then supersetted back and forth. Just 3 easy sets, pretty easy sets. I mean, I went as hard as I could, but not pushing it here. Leg extensions, again, focusing on fully locking that right knee out. And a couple bodybuilders here were just trolling, trying to get on the hamstring too. So I had to kind of cut this set short here and move it for them. But everything went well with that. I actually completed my set, but cut the set short there in the video. So 2 sets of calves after. I have 3 45s on here. If you guys are admiring the amazing amount of weight, it's just a really easy machine. But this was my 2nd set, of which I did 15 reps again, so I was dying at the end. But very happy with training again. I've missed it a lot, squatting and everything, and it's just making me grateful, but it's bittersweet that my shoulder kind of gave out. So again, it's like a roller coaster. It never ends. It really, really never ends. The struggle never ends. So I'm grateful for what I have, and that's all I can really do. I'm gonna keep icing this shoulder 10 or 5, 6, 7 times a day, and just letting it heal, taking my peptides, which I'll get into in another segment of this video or another video. Maybe you can stay tuned if you guys are real OGs and get some advice on that. But anyways, I don't want to bore you anymore. As you can see, these are my 2 PT exercises that I chose to do. Kettlebell swings just hurt my hams, but work the lockout, and then these also, which work that distal portion of the hamstring to get it more flexible and stronger. So thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace. Alright guys, so finishing up the workout, halfway through the PT stuff, and camera's about to die. So overall good session. Now I'm finishing with kettlebell swings and stiff leg deadlifts with 1 leg. And aside from some overall aching and weakness is coming back. So that was a sweet workout. Hope I covered it well in the VO. Deuces. And we are back from the gym, and we've got some good news ahead. The university in my backyard sent me quite a nice little package here, but for my real OG subscribers, you already know what I like to do, and I like to experiment with things. So what we've got here is hopefully some peptides for